All right, let's talk about charades. I don't have a video that shows you charades in action, but it is one of the favorites, particularly with younger children who have a lot of energy. Get a container, and inside of your container, you're going to fill it with cards. And the children are going to reach in and grab a card. And for charades, we're going to act it out, and our friends are going to guess what it is. So we're going to open our card and read it. And if we need to, we can hold our card in front of us and put it on our arm to read it. Up. I might want to find a secret place to do that, or turn that around and mouth it to myself. Now I'm ready to act it out, and all my friends are watching. And then the child hops, and kids guess hop. And then the child shows their card. This is really great to do with CVC words with new young readers. It's a way to invite repetition for the reading, but it also helps us to make meaning out of these words. So we can take these verbs and we can talk about them being verbs and action words and things we do with our body. So you can link grammar into this work. And the children also get to understand, what does it mean to hop? What does hop mean? So we're building vocabulary at the same time. We're layering all these skills in to reading CVC words together. And it's a great activity to do where everybody can just take one turn at the end of a small group session, or maybe you have time for 2 turns if people are quick guessers. You can do it whole group, and it can be an activity that is, a 2-minute activity that children look forward to. And you don't just have to use CVC words. You could use words that have blends in them. These both happen to rhyme, but you can use words that have blends in them, and refer back to your training companion guide when you're thinking about words and you're like, I need some words for that activity for charades, and there's no pre-built charade page. Just open up your page to your blends page if this is the skill that you're working on, and look for words that you could use. Could you use clap or grab or slid or drum? Or maybe you could use the word swim and they could act it out, or glad or spin would be a great one, or trip or grin. So you can choose 4 or 5, 6 words from here and put them in your container and let the children play charades with them. And this is an activity children can do on their own too. Sure, are they going to be probably louder or noisier? Yes, but are they going to be engaged? Yes. And as long as they can stay with the work, this is an activity that's one that has a high degree of interest with children. And that's called charades. And the rules for it, or the overview of it, is in the back of your training companion guide, where all of the different rules are for the games.
That charade work can just be like jump and sit and hit and hide. It can be that simple. And you can also put phrases on cards. So I chose these phrases: gulp milk, not that one, big bite, roll the dice. And this child, I was trying to evaluate what his reading level was by using charades, because he would not let me do any sort of screening with him at all. No formal screening, 0, ran around, hid under the table. So I thought, let's play a game, and I'm going to give him different skills and see what he's able to read and what he's not. So that's why you see a variety of skills here. A huge smile, a sad face, sing a tune. So these are, I play charades with these, where you draw one out of the bowl and then you act it out. And then everybody else gets to guess what it is. Super fun to do in a small group activity. And then you get to see how the child is decoding these words. How fluently are they able to decode those words? And you see that I put GE in there and CE in there. He stumbled over those. Didn't know those. Didn't know the ING. Didn't know U consonant E. I got a lot of information about what that child knew and didn't know. And he was very eager and willing to try to read these words so that he could take a turn and act them out. So charades is a wonderful way to trick kids into reading, especially if you have a cool bowl to put it in.